What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the bottom of the map in the purple color, playing as Loki. His name is Gold Lion. His partners today, if I can get this correct, who's on whose team? Gold Lion, we have up in the top of the map, we got his partners, Matrius in the blue color playing as Poseidon, and his also in the top of the map here we have Mechanics playing as Loki. Their opponents today in the green color playing as Zeus, his name is Joe. His partners today in the yellow color playing as Gaia, his name is Chemo, and in the teal color playing as Uranus is Skadi. So we have a community team game with some of the highest level team game players on the platform. So very, very excited to see how this game goes, what these guys come up with. It's Oasis, so pretty interesting, pretty aggressive map. A little bit of funny business goes on here, and you can get some really long games on this map. However, it looks like the map spawned with aggressive town centers. Sometimes the map on Oasis spawns with defensive town centers, where, say, this town center here would normally be back here, or something like that, or even back here. And those games can go on for a long time. However, even with the aggressive town centers here, you can get exceptionally long Oasis team games here. So we'll see if these guys end up, if this ends up going that way. We do see Gold Lion's Loki, what is this? Loki, Poseidon, Loki for the UCA team, even though I think Gold Lion is F2. So we've got UCA plus F2 and we have DoD plus Chemo. So even though, well, we got the Loki plays and the Poseidons here, so we can see some opportunities for very aggressive heroic age plays here with maybe like a curse from Matrius to help the push go through with flaming weapons and everything else. I don't think that the DoD team has any access, or we do have Joe with Zeus, so there is access to one ceasefire, so that's one flaming weapons that you can dodge. And because this is Oasis, fast mythics or semi-fast mythics, which Loki players like to do to counter the Hermes of Zeus players, probably not going to be the best. Even with all of the goats that they have, you're kind of a little bit too slow. A little bit too slow. Anyways, Temple going up now for Mechanics, and also Temple coming up for Gold Line, both at similar times. We do have Uranus and Gaia. So Gaia not the best against Loki, but against the Poseidon, on the other hand, you can sort of match what the Poseidon player is doing by going for Poseidon's Secret Contarius. So this Contarius kind of match the Hippocon in a way. And you can do it really, really nicely with the second town center here. Early Flood of the Nile, that kind of, not Flood of the Nile, flood control. That kind of stuff works all right. It's pretty much your only option here is Pocket Gaia. Going 3 town centers can work as well as Gaia, but we'll see what Chemo's going for. Looks like he's going for a 1 town center strategy of some description. He might just go 430 and then get a later town center hotshot stuff 415, 515 even later than 5. How many villages is this? It's already 8 villages. 3 plus 2 plus 2. Yeah, this is a very late advance time from Chemo. Could be a potential fake of town centers or something like that, or fake of an early second town center or something like that. Does he have husbandry? He does have husbandry, hand axe, pickaxe, all of the good stuff. We check out the upgrades. We've got Hermes for Matrius, 470 for Mechanics, Gold Lion, 470, Joe Hermes, Skadi Prometheus, and still no advance time from Chemo. He does not need to advance early because of how big the map is. It's going to be a long time for Matrius to come over. I'm actually surprised to see Matrius not go for the early second town center here. He's opting for early stables and putting some pressure onto maybe the Uranus is an option. Putting pressure onto the Zeus doesn't work as well just because of the way that Zeus plays. You can play very defensively. You can pick off your units with Centaur and all of that stuff. We don't see any Centaur coming out for Joe. Looks like Joe's going for the immediate second town center. But in the side of the map on an Oasis against a Loki, I don't know how I feel about this. This seems like a little bit too slow and can be punished really, really heavily. And also means you're probably going to have to use your ceasefire before flaming weapons comes through, which is going to be huge for mechanics. So we'll see if that matters or not. There's a lot of goat here for him to use, and he's got a Gaia Forest, so he will be able to transition into farms fairly easily, but we'll see how it goes for him. He doesn't have to move out of his base. I think he's already hunted all of his hunt on the map. There's always this giraffe here, which he's not going to be able to get because he's gone 2 town centers, but apart from that, totally fine. We see the Urso moving forward and actually pushing Skadi off his hunt early here. Already onto his herdables. Has grabbed husbandry here. We do see a couple of units moving out. The Promethean moving forward, trying to hit this troll early. He's going to be trying to push in and take down these units. The troll picks off Prometheans very, very fast. You can sort of micro them a little bit to dodge the boulders, but he doesn't do so. We just have Matrius coming in here as well, forcing Skadi back. And now the Ursa move in, taking out the, trying to pick off some of these Terma. So we're not the best units against Ursa at all, but with the assistance of the town center, should be able to hold against this push for the time being. And Chemo's going for an early heroic age here, throwing down military barracks. 1 town center fast Contarius here. Doesn't work that well. You don't have that many resources or anything to play with, but it is a fast enough heroic age. 740 or something looks like, oh sorry, 720 it looks like is the advance time. We'll see if it works. He's dropping off his Canopic Drive Imseti, so he can spam out some infantry units if he wants with that, but it's not the best. Town center is up now for Joe. Farm starting to come down slowly. Probably don't need to throw them down just yet. I know you get a little bit more food from the goat overall, but this early seems to hurt him quite a bit. Meanwhile, these units from Gold Lion and Matrius are searching for something to hit. Skadi gonna have to sit in his base for quite some time. He does have a good amount of units. Just needs to defend. Might want to consider getting watchtowers up and throwing some wall segments around just in case, because Gold Lion will have no problems getting heroic age in this game. He's happily hunting or gathering from berries. He's probably got a bunch of goat left in his home base. He's even got hyena down the bottom if he needs to. He's got some monkeys over here that he can move to, and down here as well. So plenty of those. We do see the mana from Skadi gets picked off. Meanwhile, we've got the raid coming in for Skadi, moving straight onto these berry workers here. Very, very lucky find here from Skadi. He looked like he was moving on to maybe a different location here, and he just finds this. And we see Matrius having to cast a ceasefire now, as these villager losses way too much for Gold Lion to be losing here. Oh, what a sneaky wall here from Gold Lion, but Skadi notices it, pulls the villager back in, and the villager is going to live another day. Very nice play there from Skadi. One thing you can do if this happens to yourself is you can get out by chopping down one of these trees and then utilizing the wall chip exploit to delete the tree to get out. So it's actually not that good of a play. There's some counterplay to it. But getting out before it happens is good enough. And Chemo sending in the Stymphalian birds. However, Matrius here to defend against this. One thing that you can do with this is utilize the Caladria as well. But we have got Chemo going through, what's it called? Leto instead. Oh, the building. Oh no. The Gold Lion traps Matrius' center. And now we've got some dwarves falling now as Gold Lion has to pull back. And he's going to have to, well, he's basically going to have to beg Matrius to save him from the Stymphalian birds here at this point, because he's just got no throwing axemen out. We've got Chemo making some Contarius now. Very, very interesting. He won't be able to get out Poseidon's Secret, so they are a little bit slow. 5.75 speed. Not the slowest, but a little bit faster than the Hippocon, but not that good just yet. And we're seeing these Stymphalian birds searching for something to rain fire on. And actually, look at this. Does he have flood control already? No. He's not even getting it. I'm surprised. Honestly surprised. Now we've got the Contaris hitting this. They don't have Lance of Stone, so they're not going to be able to take it down very fast at all. They've got a lot of damage, though, at 11 damage per second. Moving in with Scardy here as well to push through this. Matrius looks like he's out of position. We've got Scardy onto Matrius' economy now, as Matrius has to run around. He doesn't have Spirited Charge, so these Terma can run through and run away very, very easily. Meanwhile, the Stymphalian birds still raining fire from the sky. We see some hero Terma getting made by Scardy, but looks like Mechanics can defend against this push here underneath the town center fire. The Stymphalian birds still getting more and more villager kills onto Gold Lion, though. But Gold Lion's got 2 town centers now. He can spam these out quite well. And I think Mikimo is going to know that there has to be another gold mine that the Gold Line's going to be on. So he can move and kind of search for that here as well. So we'll see what happens here. More Longhouse is coming out for Mechanics as he's trying to get some advantage against Joe. But Joe looks like he's doing kind of well here. He's on the 2 town centers. He hasn't had to use Ceasefire. He can spam the farms out. He's got Jason and Odysseus. There is Heroic Age from Mechanics. And he have more goat. He's got a lot of goat left. And it looks like we may see an early tier here from Mechanics. Flaming Weapons tier going to hurt both Chemo and Scardy as well to help out that side. When it looks like Mechanics and Matrius not doing that badly here, as Matrius has gotten the 3 town centers as well. So this tier may be huge. If we check out Mechanics' economy here, he's very far away from it, though, as he's pushing in onto these Hippocon. The Heroic Age Herso do really, really nicely against Hippocon, but not if you split up your Herso like that, they won't. Looks like he's actually short of Herso. He's making... I don't know where they all are. He's even making Ulfsark here. Maybe going Swine Array? Ulfsark? Swine Array and Call of Valhalla. There it is. That's going to destroy these Hippocon quite nicely. Really smart play from Mechanics. Especially if Joe has some sort of pipe dream of going Dionysus here. Those Ulfsark completely shred through even Thracian horses. And we don't see, obviously Joe's going to be pretty far away from advancing. But he will need to consider it in order to get the pacifist out. Meanwhile, these Hearse are fighting here for some reason. Not 100% sure why that is. Obviously trading them off maybe to get the Ulfsark out. Not a bad idea. Meanwhile, Matrius here pushing Scardy back. Chemo's getting his 2nd town center up. Still not a 3rd town center. We have Mechanics checking this out as well. Town center's going up for Scardy. And it's looking like, if we check out Chemo here, Chemo's struggling. He's at 106 population, but his units just aren't trading that efficiently. The medium Contaria is just not the best option here. He has put a Poseidon Secret, which is helping him out quite a bit, but with the raids, and the villagers have been killed off quite a bit by Gold Lion, but it's just not working. It's just not working that well for him. Barracks coming up in the face here. Gold Lion could see this villager. He's not going after it, instead going after the Contaris here. I like that, opting to try and pick these guys off. These Contaris are trying to go to town on the Hersa. They're doing nicely. Meanwhile, the army of... Mechanics has pushed through the town center, and Joe has lost his back town center here. Somehow, some way there, the heavy Ulfsark Swine Array from Mechanics able to push through this with the help of the Battle Ball. A nice Mountain Giant spawn as well seemed to have helped out quite a bit. Meanwhile, the units of Mechanics grabbing this hunt super far forward here. You can even move on to a gold mine in the middle of the map or back here as well afterwards if he needs to. And now we've got some Toxotes coming out, but pretty sure heavy Ulfsark trade fine against an unupgraded Toxotes here. I know there's not that many of them, but they deal so much damage. There's the Bragi for Gold Lion now coming in. Matrius and Gold Lion can start moving forward and pushing through here if they want. Do we have Lance of Stone? We don't have it. We do have a Volcanic Forge, though. Not sure if that's going to help out too much. Not sure how I can see if he's got it. I can't see any hero units, and Chemo's got... He's got no favor in the bank, so no point there. Still trying to go up to this town center here, taking it down. Obviously, Scardy needs to figure out some way to push through here. He's not going to the Heroic Age, or he is in the Heroic Age. So maybe going through Helios here wouldn't be a bad idea. And Joe just trying to hold on for the time being. There's the Apollo for Joe. So we'll see what he can do with this Apollo. Potentially straight to the Mythic Age through Hera. Not a bad idea here in order to counter the Fire Giants that are incoming. Or even, is it Tier coming? Incoming? Mechanic's not building anything just yet. It's got no resources. Hell. So it is Hell. So early Tier, not a bad idea at all. But he's not going for it just yet. And he's actually just getting his second town center back. And Joe looks like he's held on, and Mechanics is going to start falling back. Now the heavy Contarius are out. This is huge. This is huge. You don't have Spirited Charge. You do have Copper Mail, though. That's big. The Hippocon... Oh, not the Hippocon. The Contarius moving on to this. But these, funnily enough, if he did get Lance of Stone, the heavy upgrades don't really do all too much. Let's see if he's got Lance of Stone here. He does not. The heroes are going to be going after the Battle Boars. We'll see how this goes here. And these gold mines almost all chewed up. I love the walls here from gold mine to prevent Skadi from sneaking this town center here. Natrius casting Aphrodite here. Skadi at 125 population, so he's still really pushing hard here with the heavy infantry. And these Contarius from Chemo just keep flooding in here. Do we have upgrades? Yes, all the upgrades for Chemo. So his economy is just out of control right now. Almost on 3 town centers here. Town center almost falling. These Battle Boar in the back. Going to be going to town though. No Stymphalian birds are left to pick them off. But the town center will fall. Absolutely huge from Chemo and Skadi able to push through here. Gold Lion hits the Mythic Age though, and hits Skadi here. There's only a couple of Arcus here, and I doubt Skadi has got the favor to make... Oh, he's got 96 favor. He's got no resources though. Maybe Chemo contribute resources to get the favor to take this Nidhogg down. The town center gets immediately rebuilt. The Nidhogg pushes these Murmillo back. And even while this is going on, heavy Hippocon of Matrius pushing onto those Arcus as well as the Nidhogg gets this location back here. Meanwhile, at the top, Nidhogg gets thrown into Joe as well as Mechanics has hit another power spike here. Pushing Joe back. Only one Archer hero able to take down the Nidhogg for the Zeus player, Joe, right now. He does have the assistance of the Watchtower, though, so it's going to do extra damage. The Nidhogg moving his way over onto this gold mine, which is almost expired. And it's looking like no... Oh, he's gone Hephaestus! He's gone Hephaestus. That's not correct here. You've got to go for Hera here. Getting out Lightning Storm to take this army down. Getting out Medusas to take down the Frost Giants. We'll see if Joe can make it work. Gets the extra resources from the Plenty Vault. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Shockwave coming down for Skadi as Chemo and Skadi struggling to hold on here. 124 population to 120 or 127 population. Got Gold Lion and Mechanics. Gold Lion and I can't even see. What is it? Natrius. They're actually very low population themselves, so I'm not sure that this push is going to quite be so successful. But he does get the town center back. We've got some Prodromas coming out for Natrius, which I love to counter the Contarius here. Force Chemo away from these Contarius if you can. Meanwhile, can Joe defend against this? It's looking like he actually has defended, but the villagers get pushed off this gold mine. The Hersa after them as well. Fortified town centers coming out. Odysseus coming back out as well. Matrius hits the Mythic Age to Hephaestus. Again, another question mark. Imagine an earthquake onto this location here. And we do see that Chemo is after this town center. He's got the economy, but Gold Lion is just so far in front on the military here, on his own economy as well. Spamming Fire Giant. He has so many Fire Giant. You need Hecate out, and you need it now to chaos the Fire Giant to at least stand a chance to defend against this. Meanwhile, we see the Fire Giant coming over here. Hero villager for Chemo trying to stay alive. I like the military backs in order to prevent this one. Joe does manage to take down the Nidhogg up here. And now the gold mine will come back for Joe. He's only got a little bit of gold left in it, though. And he does have this gold mine in the back as well, though, to utilize. Has a lot of medium toxotes. He does have the Bellerophon out, so these Fire Giant are very, very vulnerable to Bellerophon. One of the very strong heroes in the game. As you can see, jumps in. Oh, unfortunately misses the Fire Giant. Nice micro from Mechanics. If you run the Fire Giant away while Bellerophon's in the air, he will miss. So nice micro from Mechanics to keep that one alive. However, it's looking like Joe has defended all of the power spikes of Loki here and has a Firester, so he may be able to just win here. So this is all going to be a battle of speed. Can Matries and Gold Lion push through Skadi and Chemo? Or here's the flaming weapons. Do we have a ceasefire? Joe still has this ceasefire. He should just take down this town center and build it up, and then he's totally fine. But it looks like there's just not that many units here for Mechanics, as he's trying to bait out a ceasefire for some reason. And this is looking like this is going to end very, very fast for Mechanics, whereas this is Aranos and Gaia, and we have Helios coming for Skadi. I don't even know if these Atlantean players are even out of the game at this point, with Helios coming through and possibly Hecate as well. He's going through Atlas. I like it because it's a defensive maneuver. It's going to give him more time, or give Dodd more time to defend. But I would have liked to see at least one Hecate from these two, because getting out those Lampades to deal with the Fire Giant spam is sort of their only option here. Yes, Joe could potentially send Bellerophon down to the bottom of the map to snipe Fire Giants. There's also Colossus you have to deal with, so a Hecate would have been very nice indeed. Meanwhile, the town center is going up. We should see Heliopolis coming down. Mechanics is only one town center. He has no real ability to defend against these Toxotes without any hill forts to make his Huskarls. And this could be just Petropolis even. Could be an option. Skadi hits the Mythic Age through Helios. We could even see some Hecagiganti spam in a Vortex up to the top location here to take out this town center and this buildings very, very fast. And then Joe can just grab all of that there. This game is in the balance completely right now. And now Matries, Gold Lion pushing forward, hill forts going down. It takes so long to push through Gaia Lush, and we're seeing more buildings getting thrown up for Chemo. Chemo should just throw buildings up everywhere if he can. Just spam military academies everywhere. And there's the Atlas. Will we see any sort of implode? Up on this location, there's nothing to use it. Down on this location, he's going to be throwing it down just a little bit back here, and he's going to be pulling in all of these units, slowing Matries, slowing Gold Lion down just a little bit here. But again, it is 6 town centers to what looks to be 8 town centers. So a big advantage for Gold Lion and Matries in this game here. The implode has pulled in as many... Oh, there's some weird bug going on here as the units just flying around. Can't find their way into the implode, it seems like. What is happening? And the implode is just sitting here. Hello? What's this bug? What's this bug? That's hilarious, because there's units that are alive here. You have to delete these units to get them back. Oh no, okay, they come out. That was funny though. All right. Meanwhile, Joe, he has ceasefire. He can take this town center for himself with ceasefire and delay even further while the building spam of the Gaia continues here. And you can get out Fire Siphon and start hitting crazy Vortex plays here, and even maybe sneaking villages for getting side builds pushing through. And we've got Matries having to come up here and defend, as Mechanics has got nothing left. He's absolutely crushed by Joe's Zeus here, and it's about to be a 4 town center Zeus against a one-town center, Loki, and half a Poseidon here. Wouldn't be a bad idea for Matthew to just grab this town center himself and try and push back through here with 20 population while pushing in on this location as well. Meanwhile, Heca Gigantes coming out for Skadi. I love those to deal with the Heliopolis of Matrius. And we've got Argus for Chemo. Actually a better choice than even... I forgot that Argus were a thing. Really smart to get those out. Able to pick off the Fire Giants with them. They are a little bit clunky, but they do work if you can control them well enough. Meanwhile, it's looking like gold mines are exceptionally scarce here for the for everyone. It looks like. Where's Skadi getting gold from? He's not getting gold from anywhere. He's actually having to trade. How much gold does he have? He's got 500 gold. I don't know where he's mining gold from. No idea. All the gold mines are in the top of the map here, which Joe controls. So he could sky passage his way up here. And he does have a trade route, so it's fine. But very low on population for sure. Meanwhile, Joe's just holding on to this location. And he's just got it. And there's Fire Giant coming up. But the Bellerophon doing work. And Joe still has Underworld. Don't forget, Joe still has Underworld. He can hit anywhere on the map. There's no ceasefire for Matrius. So you could see a back Underworld into this location, cutting trade, killing 2 town centers while these guys defending and even pushing it, looks like, as Matrius can't help up here anymore. We've got Call of Valhalla and we don't have Swine Array for Gold Lion though. Doesn't matter. There's no cavalry getting built anymore, or very little cavalry getting built. And Joe is just playing out of his mind in this game. And we'll see if Joe's going to do it. There's another Hesperid's tree going down here. Both forward. I don't know what that's to play around. I don't think there's any god powers left. It's just a little bit of a risk for him, really. Now we've got mirror towers coming out. You can rapid click these apparently, and they do extra damage. I don't know if Skadi knows about that or not. They're kind of weaker than watchtowers, and they cost more resources unless you spam click. Hillfort going up for Gold Lion. He's just trying to hold on to this location. I think the correct play might just be to build a wonder here for Yuka, but we'll see if they go for it. Still haven't grabbed this town center. This is the biggest mistake that they've made because it's just sitting there. Mechanics has got no economy, and Matrius can just build, I don't know, another 20 caravans if he wants to, and have a crazy big economy to feed Mechanics gold if he needs to spam more Fire Giant. It's a really, really good strategy, but it's just not happening. Meanwhile, we've got Matrius going for the side build. He's probably got Divine Blood here. He does. So these buildings go up fast. We've got Watchtowers coming in, and this is going to trade cut. This is huge. And Gold Lions on this gold mine here as well, securing this. We do have Hoplites here for Matrius. This is a really, really strong push here from Matrius. This may even force Joe to have to Underworld here to defend it. And we've got Joe losing this location here. Joe can't hold on against both Matrius and Mechanics here. Just playing too crazy good. Mechanics and Mechanics and Gold Line moving all of their dwarves up to the top map. There's gold mines here, and there's also one back here as well, which both players have missed so far, it seems like. And now it's looking like Yuka may have found their stranglehold, their grasp on the game, attacking different locations. We see the Guardian of Io coming in for Chemo, hitting these villages, but more fortress coming up now for Matrius. And these are not only fortresses, these are Poseidon fortresses. So if they get picked off, that's militia you have to deal with, as well, as this game is going completely insane right now. And it's looking like the only option for Chemo and Skadi, maybe a Titan Wonder. As Fire Siphon look like they are managing to push through, but the Ballista are able to push back against them because of the Fire Siphons have low crush damage. The extra 6 crush damage times 3 or 4? How many projectiles do they have? I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4. I think it's 3. So it's an extra damage that they do against these Fire Siphon. So the pushing is going to be able to be defended with just Ballista here. Meanwhile, Ballista tower push from Gold Lion. Absolutely bonkers here. And I've said it before, it's really, really hard to defend. You need to throw up some walls, though, just in case. Meanwhile, Town Center has fallen for Mechanics, who's back to 0 Town Centers here. Now, Matreus hitting this Town Center here. And we're seeing towers going up for Gold Line. We've got a Vortex for Scardy. He's got 1 Gigantes, though. And 1 Fire Siphon. I'm not sure that this is even going to be enough to defeat the towers, let alone the militia that are going to come after the fortress fall. And Joe casts Ceasefire as this Town Center goes up, and Matreus is just going to spam all of the military academies up now. And this is going to be bonkers as well, because this cuts so much trade route. A wall down this location as well. A wall down this location, and there's no more trade for DoD here. This Ceasefire, even though it gets 1 Town Center for Joe, may not be the way to have gone here. We'll see what he goes. He still has Underworld, so he can still use that. Potentially getting rid of these Toxotes and making 3 or 4 Silver Colossus or Gold Colossus. Matreus researching Secrets of the Titans. That's a risky move there. Underworld can beat that very, very easily. And potentially Scardy and Chemo can chase the Titan very fast as well. And we've got more abilities coming up. We do have the walls up for Chemo, but no walls from Matreus. A little bit interesting there. And the game has been paused by Gold Lion. So we just we take a wait as Mechanics and Joe both get their town centers. And Mechanics has been 1 town center all game. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. And Gold Lion says, okay, go. Now, we got Mechanics' units. Oh, nice micro from Mechanics. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but he pulls the right fire giant there, dodges Bellerophon spot, and lives for quite a long time because of it. Or even might survive even. He can move out past the gate. And who's dealing with this, though? That's the question. We've got Scardy dealing with it while Chemo... And he's just like, while this is going on, this is just Petropolis Ballista here, pushing through here. Just absolute craziness from Matreus and Gold Lion. Meanwhile, hoplites everywhere in this position. We've got a Polyphemus coming out for Matreus. Gold Colossus falls there. And it's looking like potentially Matreus could just push through here. Chemo does get his own Titan Gate out though. So this may help to clean up this location here. It's a very easy way to deal with this side build is to get the Titan Gate up. Chemo needs to swap his trade route over to Scardy here as well. Big mistake not to do that. Potentially Titan Wonder is an option for Chemo. We'll see if that's what they go for, but maybe gentleman's agreement. Both players getting the Titan Gate up. We do have Scardy with the sneaky Murmillo coming through. He does have a Vortex available, I think. If I can check it, he's got at least 1. I don't know if it's more than that. Gold Lion's begun researching it. Joe casts Underworld here. Vortex about to come through as well. Villagers just get pulled off here. No, maybe not even any usage, any reason to cast that. And this is going to be town centers down. This is going to be huge for Joe. He needs to really utilize this Underworld and create the same kind of havoc that Matreus has caused up here. And honestly, this could have all been prevented with a couple of walls down the middle of the map here, but it just wasn't. And now Joe loses his town center in the back. Joe takes down Matreus' hometown center as the Polyphemus is coming out. Will he have population to do so, though? He does. So at least the Polyphemus is out in order to bash away at either the Underworld passage or these Colossus as the Colossus gets booted away. But he will come back for another day and move around and take down more of Matreus' stuff. Matreus trying to grab this town center of Joe as well. Meanwhile, the siege looks like it's been shut down by Scardy here, who's managing to defend nicely, but I don't think that Joe can defend against Matreus and Mechanics, but he has deleted Mechanics' hometown center now, and Joe's got a Titan Gate coming through. Chemo's got a Titan Gate coming through. Where is this game going? Absolute chaos. Gold Lion's throwing down his Titan Gate. Where is Gold Lion's Titan Gate? There's a Vortex from Scardy preventing this one here. Gold Lion hasn't thrown it down just yet. We've got the Titan just one up right now. So Joe's holding on to his, realizes he probably doesn't have the economy to do it just yet. Hoplites taking down Mechanics' buildings here. Would have liked to see some potential, some Myrmidon instead. And now Scardy can hold on to this location while defending his home base. He's trying to get out Masons here, but there's villagers queued up for some reason. And the ballister get picked off very fast, but there's not enough units here. Meanwhile, we've got Dryads coming out for Gold Lion as well. Absolute hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And Chemo's halfway to clearing up this front build. Meanwhile, towers going up everywhere here. And this is Gold Lion's trade route here. This is Gold Lion's trade route. This is huge. If he can stop Gold Lion getting gold, that could be huge. But meanwhile, we've got another side build from Gold Lion coming in. Baluster plus walls going up on this town center. It's going to be a really long time. There's architects and fortified town centers. One baluster here is not going to be enough. Two coming out, and he's going to be attempting to do this. You have to click on do the long one first, I think, instead of the small snowballs, but it doesn't matter. We'll get, oh, he's actually not getting it up as the town center focus fires the old sock there, and that's going to allow this wall to get broken down. Meanwhile, towers going up for Matrius as Joe is struggling to continue pushing through here. Mechanics getting this town center back yet again. Gold Lion throws down his Titan Gate and is going to be converting Ulfsark here for the late game Norse. Ulf Ragnarok, when you're late game Norse, you oftentimes don't need to have 80 villages. Once you've got all the upgrades, you can just get rid of 20 of them. 60 or 40 villages is basically all you need, plus 20 ox caravans or 25 ox caravans. And then the rest can just be army. That's the one thing that I think that is really key with the Norse late game. We'll see if that's going to continue here or if he rebuilds villages. Looks like he's rebuilding the villages. So if we check out Gold Lion's economy here, if I can click the right thing and see how many resources he's got, he doesn't need more villages, but he's still building them for some reason. And we've even got a side builder here from Gold Lion as well. This Titan is going to have to do absolute work here. Meanwhile, we've got portal rams coming in on the back of Scardy. Scardy losing his front base. Scardy losing everything here as he's not able to hold the push from Matrius and Gold Lion. The Titan just about to pop here, but Gold Lion's going to have a response to that in about, I don't know, 1 minute-ish. And Chemo's Titan comes out. What's he going to be doing? What's Joe doing is the other question. He's still trying to build up here, but Matrius has dealt with it with the Heliopolis, with the Polyphemus, with the Gold Colossus, the military academies in the back corner, getting spotted there by Matrius, and that's going to be a side build down by Joe. Town center falls here. Matrius, Joe throws up his own Titan Gate as he's trying to hold on, but Matrius is already close enough to start moving his Petropolis up there and taking that Titan Gate down. Meanwhile, where's the Titan marching here for Chemo? Titan's up. It's still in the home base, looking like it's going to move forward and try and clean up these military buildings and help Scardy get back his base, but it's looking like Scardy is out of villages. He's got no villages left. He's got 2 villages left. That's all I can see for Scardy. Absolutely crushed by Gold Lion here. And Schemo coming in with the Titan. I don't know if it's going to be enough. More town centers are down here as Joe is on 2 town centers. Mechanics is on 0. Scardy is on 0. Gold Lion's on 5. Matrius is on 4. And Chemo is obviously still on 3. Titan comes through, bashing all of these buildings down, can clean them up very, very fast here. Meanwhile, we still don't see Joe with any attempted side builds. But the town center is coming up for Joe slowly but surely, getting 3 town centers back. He's cleaned this up. The Titan Gate is on its way. He's got only 9 villages on it, but the home town center is falling as the Matrius is cleaning that up as well. Everything for these players, or for this DoD team, is falling at this point in the game. And there it goes. Joe loses his town center. He's down to 1 town centers. And he's going to attempt to get this Titan Gate up. And he's actually got a Dryad tree here somehow. As it looks like they fell for a little trick. You can get, if your opponent gets this Hesper tree, you can get it back for yourself. And Joe taps out. Scardy taps out. Chemo taps out. GG as the wonder goes down. Well played. what an insane game here by these crazy talented players. What a good game. Well played. If you enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.